Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Fire Emblem Three Houses is a tactical role-playing game developed by Intelligent Systems and Koei Tecmo Games and published by Nintendo. It released on July 26, 2019, exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. In the continent of Fodlan, three once warring nations are now at peace with each other. The Adrestian Empire in the southwest, the Leicester Alliance in the east, and the Holy Kingdom of Fargus in the north. The heirs apparent to these nations have all coincidentally enlisted in the Officers' Academy at the Garrigmach Monastery, the center of the Church of Seros, at the same time. One night, they come under attack by bandits, but are rescued by a pair of mercenaries, Gerald, former captain of the Knights of Seros, and you, his child. After the rescue, you are summoned back to the monastery and are rewarded by being given the opportunity to become a professor at the academy to teach one of the three houses: the Black Eagle House led by Edelgard of the Adrestian Empire, the Blue Lion House led by Dimitri of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, and the Golden Deer House led by Claude of the Leicester Alliance. It falls on you to develop your students and carry them through to victory, as well as uncover the mystery behind Sophis, a young girl whom only you can see and hear, while the events around the continent of Fodlan and the monastery unfold. The game progresses on a calendar system similar to the Persona series. Lecture days begin every Monday and carry through the week. Here you can instruct your students individually to improve specific skills, provided they are well enough motivated. Sunday is your free day, where you can choose to explore the monastery and take on a variety of activities. You are limited to how many activities you can do each day, but you can get more per day as your professor level increases. You can also use the day to have a seminar to further improve on certain skills, battle to go out on combat missions, or just rest and relax. Time management is of the essence, and it may seem overwhelming at first, but those who stick through it will find a rewarding experience on their hands. Three Houses has two sets of difficulty settings, the first being normal and hard, which set the enemy AI. The second and more interesting set is casual and classic, which respectively allow your fallen characters to recover after each battle or be lost forever. No matter which difficulty you choose, careful planning and preparation are essential to success in this game. Each aspect of your character, whether it's their class, abilities, skills, and even equipment loadout and durability, must be looked after with great attention, lest you have a mishap that can prove fatal on the battlefield. This goes double for those playing on the unforgiving classic setting. Each individual character in your class begins as either a commoner or a noble, depending on their upbringing. Where they really stand out is in their propensity for certain skills. It would benefit you to pay attention to these skills to determine which ones to work on and which ones to forego, so that they may progress onto other classes. The game has a great variety of classes to choose from, making the possibilities near endless. There is also an affinity system in the game, allowing your dialogue choices and actions in combat to have an effect on how each character likes or dislikes you. You can manipulate this by giving someone a gift, retrieving lost items, interacting with them in an activity they like, or having their back in a fight. This extends to characters outside of your house, and on some occasions you can even recruit characters from other houses to join yours, provided you meet their requirements. The combat in this game is a robust and gripping tactical experience. You will often be outnumbered and the odds may be stacked against you, making each victory that much sweeter. Range of movement is determined by the character's movement stat and is mitigated by the terrain type. Terrain can vary from forests, deserts, edifices, and special tiles which can hold a variety of benefits, such as healing or added buffs. Once a character is in range of attacking, the combat forecast will dictate the possible outcome of the action, giving you a chance to retract your action and movement and make changes accordingly. You can also toggle the danger zone, which lets you see the enemy's range of attack. Move into this range and you will be targeted. The Divine Pulse allows you to turn back time and recover from any mistakes you may have made, but be warned that this action has very limited uses. Online connectivity is a feature in Three Houses, although the capacity of what you can actually do is rather limited. On each free day, you can see what other players online choose to do to give you a suggestion on how to spend your day. Loading screens will show the popularity of characters used by other players, and the online liaison can have students become travelers to assist other players on missions as well as buy and sell items. No online co-op or PvP is a largely missed opportunity here. The anime art style of Three Houses is well presented for the most part, but not without its faults. The edge lines on character models can be an eyesore at times and just take focus away from what's really important. It's also quite a buzzkill when a character delivers a line of dialogue with a 1,000-yard stare in their eyes.
Whatever their aim, we can't allow any harm to come to the ladies of the monastery.
The voice acting, however, is as diverse and intriguing as the cast, where some characters have an accent, a different speech pattern, or a discerning gravitas to their voice.
And we should be prepared to fight them as well, should it come to that.
The in-game cutscenes suffer from fuzziness and choppiness, and for the most part just fall flat of the importance to the plot they are trying to convey. Once in combat though, you can see the presentation really turn for the better. While the edgelines around the characters are still an issue, the amount of on-screen action during an attack quickly overshadows this. Land one critical hit on an opponent and you'll see what I mean. The battle action sequence can get tiresome at some point, but the game did really well to allow you to fast forward or even skip these moments entirely. The score accompanies this game quite well, giving you an upbeat and energetic piece during regular combat, changing it to a morbid and crisis-like arrangement during a boss fight, to a calm and serene tune while in the monastery. It's quite refreshing to see tactical RPGs are still alive and well in this day and age, in a world where instant gratification is king. The Fire Emblem brand has been looking to find itself in the past, introducing new mechanics with each entry, affecting gameplay and story alike. While Three Houses seems to borrow a bit from other games, it works out quite well with its take on the calendar system, and yet still keeping in line with what makes it a proper Fire Emblem game. Sure, it may lack somewhat in its presentation, but it more than makes up for it with its game design, complexity in both story and gameplay, and extensive replay value. For any Switch owner, this game is definitely a must-have for this summer if there ever was one. I give Fire Emblem Three Houses a B. From all of us here at Rotten Apple Gaming, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you liked our video. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to stay updated on our following videos.